In this particular day and age, it was common for people to take the clothes of the dead person and wear them to the funeral. If I was the boy, I would look around the crowd and say, you got my hat on. Those are my shoes. That's my shirt. Those are my jeans with the holes cut in them. I want all that stuff back. I'm no longer dead. I have use for those things. And I wonder, is there anybody that has the ability to talk to your destiny and tell your destiny, I want all my stuff. I know what the enemy thought. I know what the enemy had planned. I know what I may have felt like, but I'm back and I'm more alive than ever before. And because God has placed new life on the inside of me, I'm going to respond with my praise. And I wonder, is there anybody that can take 20 seconds and allow your praise to reflect what it is you believe in God for? So if you believe in God for something big, I dare you to put a big praise on it. If you believe in God for something huge, I dare you to put a huge praise on it. Is there anybody that says, I don't care how I feel, I believe? It is impossible to fit in and stand out at the same time. Some of you have come today to fit in. I'm just going to do what the rest of the crowd do. So when the rest of the crowd sit down, I'm going to sit down. When the rest of the crowd stand up, I'm going to stand up. But I believe I'm talking to some crazy people who say, I'm believing God for some crazy big things. I'm not waiting on nobody else to tell me what to do. I came to get my stuff. I love the next part. It says that when the crowd saw what Jesus did, they were fearful. And a lot of religious, spiritual people believe this is talking about reverence. Oh, they reverenced Jesus. They saw him do the miracle. They revered him. No. This fear is real fear. This means they were afraid. This means they were scared. But they were so scared of what they saw that they began to worship. And thus we have scary faith. Can you believe God to do something that scares your flesh but awakens your spirit? Can you believe God to do something that scares your convenience and your comfort but awakens your conviction? Can you believe God to do something so abnormal, so supernatural that only he can do it? And I wonder how many of us have been lulled to sleep by the expectations of other people. And now we just follow the crowd. And now we just believe like everybody else believes. And now we limit what God can do based upon the limitations others have told us. We serve a real big God who desires to do real big things, but it takes you having the ability to believe that he's able. Do you know that God will meet you at your level of expectation? So if you believe that God has the power to fill your Dixie cup with water, he will fill your Dixie cup with water. But if you have the ability to believe that God can fill an ocean with water, God will also fill the ocean with water. God will meet you at your level of expectations. I know people who are believing God for very, very little things. And God will do what only they believe he can do. And I believe that God desires to perform the level of our expectations. And I also know that there's people that are believing God for some monumental things. And God will meet them at their level of expectation. I want you to lean in for this question. What level do you think God is able to perform? He didn't put you here just to get by, just to barely make it, just to scratch and claw for everything. And do you know it takes the same amount of faith to believe God to get you from week to week as it does to set you free for the rest of your life? if you desire to fit in, you won't stand out.